This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, fine. So yeah, so currently I'm serving as a test automation lead and I'm a Tosca architect certified. So yeah, quickly let's go to the overview of Tosca and then we will see a quick demo and then we'll take some question and answer, and I'll also walk you through the course content what we are going to cover during this 45 hours of training. So this will be completely a weekend batch and the timings will be from 7:30 IST. And yeah, so um, you might be hearing about Tosca a lot, right? Like what is Tosca Commander and what it is. But if you see here, it's in industry today, like many people uses only for SAP Salesforce, but it supports almost like 160 plus technologies. So it supports GUI, non-GUI application. You can automate API use this using Tosca. You can you have a test data inbuilt test data management, so you don't have to use any third party application for handling your data. And there's something beauty with the orchestrated service virtualization, so we'll be seeing in our training what is this OSB concept in Tosca. And then you see if it supports mobile automation and integration with Tosca. If your company is going for integrating with any Jenkins or GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps, any tool, so it supports all those things. So that's the reason like many companies are now moving into the Tosca to use, and specifically if they're using any desktop applications. And now recently I was attending a seminar organized by Tricentis, so they are bringing an AI into this Tosca, so which is like a completely a game changer. So earlier you had if you go back to like early 2000s or before that, you had only manual testing, and then slowly they came up with the automation testing which required a coding knowledge. Then nearly in 2010 they came up with new um, a new method of testing which was called model based testing. So here Tosca is the best example for a model based testing. So it's a completely codeless approach of testing the application. So if you have a zero coding knowledge, or if you're coming from a non technical background anything, and you want to automate an application, so basically the automation was all about the buzz about the coding, so you have to know something basics about the programming to automate some application. But nearly when in 2010 they came up with the model based test automation, and now in 2025 they are going with an AI. So they are building they are building their MCP servers, model context, and everything they are building, and the future is going to be in that. So this is a quick introduction about Tosca. So you can perform your risk-based testing, you can do test data management, you can do exploratory testing, you name it, and you can do it over this Tosca. So please stop me anywhere if you feel that the session is going fast, or you're having any doubt or any concerns, right? Please interrupt me in between, and I'll be okay to explain you. Okay. So as I mentioned, this supports around 160 plus technology, and it's completely a model-based test automation, which means it's completely a codeless approach, and it's a business-friendly test cases. And it has inbuilt test data management, and you can perform risk-based testing through your TCD. So we are going to learn how we are going to create a test case design section, and also we'll be seeing something test data services. So how you're going to use test data services, and something the beauty of Tosca, that is orchestrated service virtualization. So what does this mean, and what does this does in the real time, why it is called orchestrated OSB. So we will be having a look into that detail in our course when we are going. And yes, it can integrate with any tool. So Tosca itself has something like called Q test, so where you can manage your test cases. So it integrate easily with Qtest, Jira, and if you want to integrate with your CI/CD pipeline like Jenkins and GitHubs, so you can do with that also. And it's actually a easy task. It's not a rocket science over here. You don't have to know any coding knowledge to integrate anything. So it we can have a look over that. This course is completely based on the SAP, because in market, the Tosca has demand for SAP and Salesforce, with the companies are using SAP and Salesforce, and some company even uses for web-based automation. So we will be having our course focused completely on SAP. And then there is something called distributed execution, so where you can schedule a parallel execution in multiple machines, and you can schedule the test cases in the completely light out fashion, and you can get the result, maybe depend upon your library, how big is your library. So you can get result within hours or 2 hours, if you're having a different, depend on the agent machine what you're using it. So we'll be having a look on the distributed execution also. For that, I need you to install Tosca Commander and Tosca Server. So we will have a look into this particular things. And so, can anyone say what is model based automation? If they're if they have before worked on Tosca, or if they know about this concept? Anyone? What does it mean by model? Like what we're trying to do here? Okay, fine. Let me continue. So basically, if I say, so here, if you say about model based test automation, right? So generally, what we do, we identify if we have a element in our application. Let's say we have a system under test or application under test, and that's a web element or any other element which is in desktop or anywhere. Okay, and we want to automate that. Okay, and so we identify that element using the XPath when we are automating through Java or the other applications, right? Like Selenium. So we use to make that element unique. So how we will be doing in Tosca? So we will be creating a model. Okay. So we have a module name in Tosca that is called module, where this module, we will scan the application, we will scan the page, and we'll make sure that we identify each and every element, and then we identify it's with technical properties, and those contains the technical information about that particular element, and then with the help of that we build our test cases. So this is how the flow goes. This is your application under test. You scan this application, the element, it can be like text box, drop down, or anything, it can be anything. So you just scan over that and you make it unique. Once that is unique, you drag and drop, and you just form your test cases. Okay, so this is how you are going to build your test cases. I'm going to show you in the application also. So this is what I was talking about. You can have a text box, you can have a drop down, you can have a button. So each element, anything and anything. Okay, so basic things to go into Tosca is that you have to scan that element, you have to make it unique. Just simply, once your module is ready, drag it and drop it, and your test case will be created. You can provide your values, you can perform different action. So here, if you see, there is only one action called input, but there are different actions in Tosca. We will be seeing, if you want to verify a particular value, if you want to store any particular value, if you want to select any particular value. So all those things you can do it. And whatever you're seeing here, this is a hard coded data. So once we are utilizing test case design or test data services, right? So you'll be seeing it how we are attaching our test data source to this particular test cases. So basically, this is the difference what I was talking about. When you have a script based testing, right? You write a code to navigate to that particular object, but here you scan the module. So this is something with your model based testing. I hope it is clear for those who didn't know about this. And yeah, so these are some of the application which currently in industry, like Tosca uses it in a large. So like SAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow, even your mobile automation. So you can automate anything, but majorly particular for any desktop application. Like if you want to automate Excel, PDF, XML, any file verification. So for all those things, right? We are going to use Tosca, and in our course also we'll be covering um, covering basically with SAP, Excel, PDF, and XML file verifications. So all these things we are going to look into our test cases in our training during our training. So let me move to the next slide. So here, if you see, this is the basic flow. An automation engineer. Okay, so if you're going to work tomorrow in an industry, right? The basic expectation from you as a 3 to 4 years of experience, right? If an industry is looking for 4 years of experience, they will basically look for you to something, to create a module, to scan and create a module, and then create a test case out of that particular module. And basically, if you know how to scan the module and how to make your element unique and robust, right, you're almost, like, I would say, you are 30% done over there. Okay, so, and if you know how to scan the module properly, and then it is just a drag and drop to your test cases, and then you can build your test cases. This may contain another 30% of your particular thing. So this both contains around 60% for what an automation engineer want to be in the industry. So tomorrow, if you're looking for a job or something, then you have to be very good in this two particular section of a Tosca. You have to be very well versed to develop your test cases. Then come the test case design, which is equivalently important, but I would give it another, like, 25% for this, because you have TDS also, where you can handle your data. There are different ways of handling data in Tosca. You can do by business parameter, you can do by configuration parameter, you can build by test case design section. So there are different way of handling data. We will see all the 4 5 methods of handling data, but the most commonly that is used in industry is TCD. So here you can generate, if you want, if you have been in a manual testing, you would be knowing, like, boundary value analysis technique, or something called um, equivalence class partition, or a cause and effect decision table technique. So all those things, what you are doing in a manual way, Tosca allows you to generate a data in a different combination. So again, it's an important section in Tosca. And then comes your execution list, which is, I would say, another 5 10% of your particular, like, giving a end touch and finish for your as an automation tester. Some companies, if you go, they will hire a particular engineer to develop this particular two modules, two section of a Tosca, and somebody will be very specifically hired for this TCD. So they will expect a various certifications, like AS1, automation specialist level 1, level 2, and test data design specialist level 1 and level 2. So uh, those certificate also plays a very important role to clear your basics. So we will be covering all the 4 certifications. I'll be showing you how you can go and register yourself in Tricentis Academy, and then probably you can complete the course over there and attend for certifications, and clear the certification. Also, since this training is very specific to SAP perspective, so mm, I'll be also assisting with you with the SAP level 1 testing, SAP testing test specialist level 1 certification also. I'll be guiding you through that, so you can clear with that. And if you want to clear a Tosca architect certification, product consultant certification, any other certification apart from this 4 or 5 what I have just mentioned, uh, it is most welcome. You can always go to the courses, learn it. And if you want any kind of my help, my inputs in that, definitely yes, I'll be supporting you over there for the certifications. And those are important if you're looking for a job. Nowadays they are making a mandatory because they want you to know the very basics and get to go with the Tosca. So any questions up to here from anyone? Okay, so let me go to the next section. I think I have already explained what are modules. It's a building block. Yeah.
Hello. I have
Yeah,
one
please,
question.
please tell your name and arrange the question.
Yeah, my name is Dhaval.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick questions regarding the Tosca SAP certification.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing, as I have a ES1, ES2 certification, TDS2, but
Mm-hmm.
I never worked on a SAP side. So is there anything SAP side we require to get that module, or you are going to help us? Like I heard that SAP ECC or something basic knowledge they require. So are we like are you going to help us to understand? Second thing, like I can never come with this SAP background. So how I can understand what are the flows and this one. And the third thing, the installing the Tosca, because Tosca is a paid tool. So how we can go at this? These are the two three questions comes to my mind.
Yeah, okay. So there is no problem. Like if you're not coming with an SAP background, actually a very, very good question to start with. If you're not coming with an SAP background, totally fine. Because we are going to cover two modules of SAP, that is sales and distribution, SAP ST and SAP MM, that is material management. So I'll be guiding you through the complete process, flow, T code, everything. So and it is not necessary that if you learn SAP automation you can't go and work on the web application. See, if I teach you a web application, right, then it is it is you are good to automate web application, but you are not good to automate SAP applications because you are not aware of SAP business process. You are not aware of business flow that industry requires from you. So if you're learning an SAP with Tosca, right, you're automatically learning um, the web also. It is the same way that you are going to automate, since web application differ from company to company and places to places. So you can automate any web applications when you're learning. Yeah, coming back to installation, yes, we will support you with the installations and everything when our regular session start with that. So we'll be helping with you that. I hope it is clear. And you don't require any SAP certification for this. You have a, but if you go to Tricentis Academy, you have a SAP testing specialist level 1 and 2 courses over there, and then you can attend and you can go for a certification. You have to crack the exam and you have to get the certification done. Is it clear?
So SAP having the different certificate than ES1, ES2, TDS1, TDS2,
Yeah, it has a different certification. You have standard modules in SAP, right? Like
right?
basic things. So it differ a little bit from web application. So
Okay. Okay.
for me, with you, if you ask like if you learn any of the applications to automate, right? It
Mhm.
is you can automate anything. Okay, if you are learning SAP, if you're learning web, you can automate anything. But with SAP, yes, you have to know how to use the standard modules. How do you uh, uh, navigate to the SAP application itself. So sometime in interview they may ask like explain the basic general flow of an ST. So you have to be
Mhm.
ready. And I can assure you that like if after this training, right, if anyone asks you anything about the SAP questions, right, you will be able to answer that. Though it is an automation training, but you'll be having a SAP manual testing training also included. So because without that you cannot automate, right? Something if you want to automate, you have to know the manual step first. Okay, I hope I have answered your question. So these are just yeah. Anyone else has any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Sadhu,
Yeah.
I'm Ravinder. Yeah. May I know how many test cases will you be showing or else teaching us on SD each and MM?
hmm So good question. See if I can go back quickly here, right? So please let me know if my screen is still visible to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So if you see here, right? So if you learn to automate this particular flow, right, creating of sales order, releasing of sales order, um, then performing delivery, picking, billing, releasing this document and verifying your document flow. Why I have included this? Because this contains something very specific mm, like a table tree or something. So I want to cover this module, and basically you go and verify if you're already working in SAP, right? So the whole, this is a standard flow. If you see for SAP SD, right? So this will be a standard flow, which
Yeah, this is regarding SD.
sorry.
Yeah, this is regarding SD. Yeah, yeah. Go on.
Yes. So if you learn to automate this particular T codes, right? Pretty much anything and everything you can automate. Okay, because this cover your table tree, menu bar, status bar, and I'll be showing you when I'm going in a detail and depth, right? So I'll be making sure that you are utilizing all the standard SAP modules over here. So don't worry about that, and you can automate anything. And yeah, also we will automate. We are not going to leave that behind. So once this ST, I will automate and show you. In I'll automate and show you, but since it is a similar kind of thing, I'll expect something as an assignment also to do, so that because at the end of the day you have to get benefit of this from this training.
Okay. Yeah. Please
Sanjay,
go.
as a one more question for me, it's around here.
Mhm.
So, is ECC part it will be covered, or S4 HANA it will be covered in that while
Yeah.
automate?
So yeah, this is again a good question, because by 2027, right, everything is moving out of GCC, and we are transferring into S4 HANA. So lots and lots of projects are coming. If you see, recently Apple is going into a major transformation from ECC to S4 HANA, and there's a lot and huge openings for the automation engineers. So uh, definitely, if you have S4 HANA system or ECC system, from a testing perspective, right, from an automation perspective, it will not impact. That is my first thing. The GUI applications, right? Instead of vendor, you will have a business partner. From an SAP perspective, it will. But from a training perspective, I'm not going to leave you alone. It's not like that. I'm not going to show you the application only. Maybe not from an automation perspective, because it may be challenging. But we have something. If you see, right, I had opened something. So you have something, SAP S4 HANA Cloud, in cloud trial license. You have something over here. So I will you can register over here, and I'll guide you how the Fiori apps are there, and how it is going into web. So though it will be in a cloud, but still you will have a GUI application to test. I've been working on S4 HANA since like almost a years, when this transformation has happened. But from a testing perspective, right, it is not going to be a drastic change. The Whatever the system will be changed. I do have a S4 HANA system. I can show you on that also. There is not much difference from a testing and automation. It's not going to impact anywhere.
Okay, and while training, you guys are providing the ECC access for one
ECC,
month.
ECC access. I
Okay.
do have a S4 HANA. I can show you. Okay, the GUI application looks same. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
there is a changes. I'm not disregarding that, because it's obviously a obsolete technology, ECC. But the applications, right? I'll show you when the next class, right? I have access to SAP S4 HANA, and then I'll ask you, please tell me a difference when you're automating this and that. So from a SAP configuration purpose, yeah, there's a changes. Definitely, there's a change.
In the table validations also, you can yes, right? You can show that.
Yeah, everything, table automation. So basically, what possible scenarios you can have in SAPs, right? Like table, because table handling is a major challenges over here.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I will teach you how to navigate to the table, how you are going into this.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
So,
Shweta.
yeah.
Hi, this is Siri. I'm calling from USA. So I have
Yes,
one question.
yes.
How many hours can I practice in the lab? Is it everyday basis, or any particular few hours?
Yeah, okay. So
Thank
yes. So again, yeah, great question. So yeah, you can practice. So suppose if I'm giving a particular training today, I want everyone to be in the same pace. See, again, this training is for you, not for me, because you have to tomorrow go to the industry and apply this knowledge. So we will make sure whatever we are covering in the previous day training, right, you are actually practicing from as an assignment. If not, I'll make sure that you are practicing during the class, during the class hours, and you are sharing your screen if you have any doubt, any things, right. So you're sharing your screen and you are going through every particular things what you have a doubt or something, maybe other can clarify. And if you still have something, and if you want some there is some special cases that you want some extra time of mine to do, we can obviously discuss on that, and I can see where extra things I can find out, and provide you extra support for that. So definitely yes, we it is not just I'll just make one thing clear. This is not just a 45-hour training. Maybe in the written it is, yes, because the institute may have some hard constraint, hard line to draw, somewhere they have to stop, and so they will mention. But the training will go until and unless you are confident of the topic which I have mentioned in the training list. So until you say no, I'm still not confident on my own to develop a test cases, yes, come to the class, share your screen, go on, practice, do the assignment whatever I give to you, watch the previous recordings, make sure I'll make sure that you are developing the whole end-to-end process of this particular HTML module. Any web application that you want to practice, if you're doing it, if you have something, yeah, most welcome, come practice, be confident, and then go from this session. That is what the whole agenda of, at least from my thinking point of, I see.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Sanjay, how is the growth and demand of Tosca right now in the market?
Till now, if you ask me, yes, it's a very much high. And the tool which other competitor of this, right, like recently, like from works of certify, many companies are moving it, because it provide many it has many advantages. See, like if you have a test case where you want to upload a data through an Excel, and you want to go through SAP, then that SAP guide you to this Fiori application, then coming and verifying some PDF for any billing document. So there's a whole flow, and there's a different technology. You have a XML verification, something. So company using other tool, they are somewhere realizing that when, and mainly they're focusing for CI/CD right now, nowadays, right? Many companies are trying to go for a continuous integration with this Tosca. So if you have a breakup, right, if you have a hiccup with the different technologies, you can't verify an XML file, you cannot verify a PDF, then obviously they are looking for a tool which can handle different technology at a time. And yes, the demand, if you ask me, currently it's a very high, because why the demands are high, because there are many projects for Salesforce, there are many projects for SAP. Now since SAP is ending the contract in 2027, many companies are trying to move to S4 HANA, and there are many companies which are even implementing SAP. So if you see wherever there's a SAP implementation going on, right, obviously they cannot deploy the SAP in a production without testing it. And wherever testing comes, automation comes, and you have to develop. And further to add, right, about its future, it's not going to be obsolete, it's not going to go anywhere, because they are coming with AI. It's a still it's a beta version. They are coming with a Tosca cloud. They have already come with a Tosca cloud. They are coming with a AI technologies where you can have your own model, and you can integrate with that in your MCP server, and you can go ahead. You have to just simply give a manual test cases, and it will generate a test cases for you, at least. Again, maintenance, creating TCD, creating executions, all that they need an automation engineer. So automation engineer is job is not, I would not say like it is, at least from a Tosca point of view, I would not say that it is going to be obsolete in the future, very near. It is going to have a demand, for sure.
Okay, actually, Sanjay, I have 10 years of experience in testing profile. Okay, but I don't know whether it is beneficial for me or not. Uh, so can you please suggest me, should I enroll in this course or not?
Yeah. So if you are having something, if you are looking career something where you are going, especially, okay, see, I would not give you any false statement here. If you see, my career is into an SAP. Okay. So If you are into something like Salesforce, SAP, something like that, right? Definitely a big yes. Okay, you can go ahead without even thinking a second thought with this. And plus, right, you can start with this, and not to say like you don't have to learn CI/CDs. It is again a code, not nothing to do with your coding or something. Okay, so you can integrate if you have those kind of knowledge, right? If you're an architect of something, definitely. Since I'm speaking from your career point of view, like you're already a 10-year experience in the industry. So if you have all these things, right, and if you have, see, if you can explore this in mobile automation, you can explore this in APIs. So there are yes, there's opportunities if you go in a job market and search, right. If you have an experience in Tosca, I would say like
So,
if you have something like 3-4 years, yeah, then industry is open for you for a huge
mhm.
demand.
Because I don't like actually coding at all, so that's why my career has been stuck to testing.
True, true. If you ask me, but I don't like coding, but I
Yeah,
I have learned Selenium in the past. But yeah, so I knew that I cannot master or excel myself in this. So just if you are coming with a Tosca, right, you don't have to know
yeah.
a single word of coding. That is for sure. I can assure you that.
And will you help in resume preparation as well?
Yes, definitely. Why not?
Okay, thank you.
Hi Sanjay,
Yes, please.
Somal
Your
this
name.
side.
Sorry.
My name is my name is Somil Gupta.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, will be the training what training we are getting? It will be industrial norms and will be covering projects also as per industrial norms.
Yes, again, a very great question. See, whatever I am teaching you, right, at least from an SAP perspective, okay. Tomorrow, when you join an organization saying that you have a SAP and a Tosca knowledge and SAP SD or MM, you can say, I have automated test cases of SAP SD and MM, and this is a business flow, this is a business process. Tomorrow, when you go and sit in your office and when you start automating an application, there is nothing going to be different. This will be the exact system, exact Tosca version, and Tosca version can be different, but we are going to use the latest version, so everything will look similar to you. And how your project how your project folders are arranged, how your libraries are created, each and everything is going to look similar to you when you are sitting in your office and opening your Tosca. It is not going to be a new thing, something new for you. So that, from that perspective, if you ask me, yes, definitely yes. So if you're going for any project tomorrow in any company, right, so you will feel confident that yeah, this is not a new something for me. I have done this before and I know this, so it is not going to be challenging for you.
Yeah, thank you. This was my question.
Okay.
Hello, I am Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to ask for SAP, understand that you cover distribution and NM for our hands-on, right? So if we want to have other additional references for SAP module, will you share to us the reference?
Which module are you looking specifically? Can you tell me?
Take for example, like the finance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for the test case, will you share to us any reference for our reading?
Mhm. You can bring the test tape. I want to be very clear. I know SAP FI. It's not like I'm not very much. I'm not aware of that. But yeah, I don't
Mhm.
carry an expertise into SAP FI for sure. But from an automation perspective, if you ask me, right, you bring any module of SAP, okay. And if you're bringing a step to us, if you're bringing a data for us to show that, okay, for example, if you want to display invoice in FB03, you want to, after creating a sales order, right? If you want to form it dunning FBL5N, if you want to go with F28. So all these T codes, right? If you want to come and ask me that, okay, see, give me a touch base, what happened after this ST module, I can give you a touch base of that. And
Mm,
automating, yes, any T code of any
okay.
module you want, right?
Yeah.
Definitely you can do it on your own. If you want, I can help you. You can come back anytime and see that these are my steps, and here I'm stuck. So basically, automating SAP is a straightforward. Okay, so if I have SAP application open, right? Give
Okay,
me
thank
a
you,
moment.
thank you. Mm.
Yeah, see, if you see, this is SAP menu bar. This is something called table tree. This is a table also and tree also. So just, it's a what I would say, the different elements or different structure, right? How you're going to automate, how can you navigate to this, how can you navigate to sub toolbar. So basically this you have to understand, and once you're done, yes, you're good to go. So anyone else?
Sanjay, and what all type of testing we will be covering? Like one is web testing, API testing.
See, the main testing, what is the course agenda is for this particular training objective of our is to cover SAP. Okay, but if you ask me, right? Yeah. So if you want to ask me for a web application, then this is an application demo web shop. It is from a Tricentis. So definitely you can go ahead and automate these test cases, and if you want, I can show you. But automating everything, each and everything, and showing each and everything again and again to you, right, for all the applications, it is going to be challenging, because I can either cover in a web or this SAP. So as I said, I'll be teaching with SAP. This you can automate on your own, parallelly. And wherever, if you want a .tcs file of this, right? So if you see, I've already done this previously, the demo web shop application. If you see here, right, let me go to, mm, give me a moment. See, in my last class, right, I have already automated something application for demo web shop. So I can transfer you this whole test cases. You can refer this build on your own. If you need my help, yeah, definitely, I am not going anywhere, I'm going to help you. Plus there is one more site that is called vehicle insurance app. This is also on a web only. This is also from a Tricentis official. So everything what I'm going to teach you is from a Tricentis official things. And then this particular site, that is an obstacle list, where automating is one thing, becoming a pro is the other thing. So suppose if you say that you have some experience, you're good in automating, then definitely you should be able to solve the problems, right? You should be able to resolve your colleague's problem. You should be the solution provider, right? So I think there are some 40-50 things which, while training, I'll be walking you through this, and whichever is hard one, right, I will cover that for you. And maybe easy and medium one, I can let it on you, that you can go and do it. If you're not, if you're finding that is also as a difficult, definitely we will come back anytime, and we can discuss over the class and resolve that issue. So this is a 3 1 2 and 3 sites. If we want to use for a web, then yes. And so there will be SAP S4 HANA application. If you're getting some trial license, you can get it. So if you're using this also, yes, definitely, we'll be providing you with that. You can automate on your own. But yes, the sole agenda of our training will be from an SAP, because we are looking from a job ready perspective. Probably if you know web applications, right, it is a good to go. But again, the market also should be open to you accordingly as an automation. So we're targeting something into, like, if you are having this training, then yeah, you should, I hope you are looking for a job change or an upgrade to your role in a current company. So yes.
Yes, Sanjay. Previously, I have worked in Tosca like for 5-6 months, but I
Mm-hmm.
have worked with like test case creation and that module creation. But
Mm-hmm.
after that, from last 1 year, I have not worked. So like as I have finished these things in between, so I want to like finish this so that in later it will help.
Yes, yes, definitely. It is going to help you. And see again, automating module and test cases, right? It is just in half knowledge, okay? So if you want to call yourself as an automation tester, right? So you should know this all sections in Tosca. Then only you will be you can proudly call yourself as an automation if you know how to create test cases, how to create a module, how to link that. Okay, so all those things, right? If you're aware, yeah, I mean, if you know, if you have worked on module and test cases, good, very good. You are already a halfway there. Just you want a revision of that, or you want to know um, how the approach is there. What should be your mindset before automating? uh, I mean, if you ask me, right, take this test case and automate. Your company will give you a test case and automate. I'm not going to automate that immediately as soon as I get. I'm going to do feasibility analysis. Though Tosca can automate anything and everything, but again, there is some challenges where you have to decide a feasibility. mm, why this? Why I'm automating this? You should question this self. Is it a feasible way? Then depend on that, you have to define the complexity, and then all those things comes into picture. But yeah, those things will be decided by your team leader or by someone else. But as an automation engineer, yeah, definitely you have to look forward into this to know all the section in Tosca.
Hi
And
Sanjay, good evening.
yeah,
Sanjay, are you able to help us how to, to learn how to do in AI also? How to prompt for any test cases, how to do the prompting. Can you help me? Can you teach us?
yes, okay. So first thing is, it is still AI. Whatever you have, right? Tosca call it as an agentic AI. Tosca agentic AI, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So you have something with something already existing within Tosca, that was Vision AI and agentic AI. For that, yes, it still is, it is in a beta phase, and Tricentis is only giving that particular thing to the customers who are existed, and a trial license or something over there. It's it's little bit hard to get license in the local here, but one thing I want to make you very clear. I will show you some videos of that, and you don't have to be a prompt engineer, to be honest, right? If you know how to write test cases manually, right? Even you don't know how to write test cases manually, okay? I would say if you just say like, uh, go here and click, enter this value, layman language, okay? So it is going to listen to you, okay? And it is automatically going to build the test cases for you with that. But it is still in a beta phase. I am just giving you a glance that future is not stopping here in this tool. You have a good opportunities, and even though AI come, right, still not going to come very sooner. Whatever they have developed, it is only for the web application. It is not for, still not for a desktop application, what they have developed. And again, it require it is like, it is not fully trusted and trial things, okay? So they have bought it into a picture, but it is not a fully trusted, right? I mean, um, to come into picture, yeah, and to adopt into a company, still they themselves are in beta phase. It will take another 2 3 years. But even though if it comes, right, you have, it is not like that you are going to lose an opportunity because of an AI. You have another work to do. I see it. I already, I've started seeing, like, I was doing a trial, I was having a trial license and I was working on that. So I see some limitations of that, where it is limiting itself. And that is what they want to release in beta phase. They want to give to the customer, take a feedback from them, improve them. Continuous improvement they want to do in that technology, new technology. And if a company also want to adapt, right, there is always a risk of securities. Like, it is a agentic AI, though they tell, yeah, this is not something that we are going to take your data, computer not going to learn your data, but somewhere another way it is so. And again, the cost also comes. So future is there. And even though AI will only automate your module and test cases, that too not 100%. You have to do some maintenance, you have to build your test case design, you have to work on deciding the risk based testing. So there are a lot of things which you will be having. Any question? Lot of question. Very interesting session. Very good audience. Anyone want to go? Sorry, I didn't get your name. The last person whom you mentioned, right? Who asked this question?
Hi, Sanjay. This is Harsha.
Harsha, right?
Yeah, yes, Sanjay.
Okay, okay.
Sanjay, and one more question here. Actually, we required a business email to register Tosca.
Yeah, you need to register into Tosca, right? Yeah, you need a business email to register into Tosca. Yes.
And also, this is a paid tool, right? So how come we are getting for free? Is there any
It's
validity for
optional
that?
for free. You will get it the license. The institute will arrange you for that particular license, and you don't have to worry. So when you're joining the classes, we will go through the system installation. If you're getting SAP, it's not a free. I mean, the institute will take care of that particular thing. So you don't have to worry about all those things. You can reach Shravani in the group. She will be handling all those things. So I'll help you installing Tosca, SAP, license, user ID, password, everything. Yes, we'll be giving you.
So it will be how many months? Can I know, Sanjay? How many months it will be there? I mean, 1 or 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, it will extend until your training last.
Okay. So after, sorry, after we need a new practice means what should we do? We has to buy it again.
Mm, I don't think so. You can contact. I think they will support not only during the training period. If you want to practice for a few months and become the confidence, right? So they will support you on that. You can always get back and talk to with Shravani on this. And when you are joining the courses, we are having regular classes, right? We will definitely guide you through this. But yeah, you can always get back to the Isha Institute or any of the person like Shravani, maybe you can go them, talk to them, and they'll help you with that. Absolutely, 100% they'll help you with that. No worries on that.
Yeah, sure, Sanjay. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Anyone else? I'm loving the questions. You can if anybody else is having a questions, right? Please go ahead.
Sanjay, one last question.
Yeah, Rohit.
So sorry. So as compared to Selenium, means how is the means job opportunities? Yes, means how is the call?
Yeah, see, if you see Selenium, right? Yes, there is a good opportunity in Selenium. Again, but just answer me a question, okay? If you're working in an industry which is having a Workday, which is having a Salesforce, which is having a SAP, I mean, the same company may have a they will use Selenium also, but they will again use Tosca because if you want to automate a desktop applications, right, there is no going back to Selenium. If you still have a web applications, I would say, and you want, if you're going through a technologies, through a different technologies, then you have to go through a tool which provide you end-to-end solutions. Okay, so I would not say that Selenium is obsolete or Selenium is gone from the market. You want find a job, it's a different path. Okay, there are two different paths for this. It's a free source, open source. You want to you want to build a framework in Selenium, right? Then you have to have the other thing like TestNG, Cucumber. So it's a whole set of things which you want to do and integrate into that particular thing. It is not like something Selenium will Tosca will eat a job of Selenium or Selenium will eat it. It's not. I would not say that. It's a two different thing. um, People who want to automate web application, obviously why they will pay something which is available for a free of so open source, right? If somebody want to apply if a company which are using 60% of market, if you see, right, it is occupied by an SAP, and then there's a Salesforce application, CRM applications. So yeah, so if company want to automate those things, then they have to decide, right, which tool is more feasible for them, and then they have to come into a market and see that they have to go for Selenium or not. If you ask me for a job opportunity, wherever there is SAP, Salesforce, workday automations, and nowadays some companies are going for a web also, because their web itself is a very complex things, and hiring a that skill coder, right, for automating those things and maintaining those test cases are a challenging. Okay, one thing I would say, why companies are moving into this kind of tools, right? Because you automate a thing, tomorrow again you are spending time in automation, sorry, maintenance. It's a big task, right? So but if you're having a tool like Tosca, then definitely maintenance is, I would not say maintenance is like there's no maintenance at all. Definitely there'll be a maintenance activity, but it is comparatively lower. And opportunity wise, yes, it has a demand. What I can see, it has a demand, and mm, I mean, I keep seeing opportunities in like all your service based company nowadays. There's a direct hire for even a product based company which are looking for these tools. So yes, don't worry about the opportunities, you will definitely get it. You just have to crack the interviews in a right way. If you have a right knowledge, right, you have to crack the interviews. So see some question in chat box hidden. Okay, please record. Okay, fine. Anyone else who want to come up with a question? I hope you all have went through the course content, right? Yeah,
Hello.
Vishal. Mhm.
Hello.
Yes, Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hi, Sanjay. Actually, I have experience, like 4 years experience in manual testing for Salesforce and SD and MM modules.
Mm-hmm.
My question was that only, that after this training that you will like assist in the mock interviews as well, right?
Yes.
Because being a
See,
4 year experience, interviewers will expect that I will work on Tosca directly.
yeah. See, very great question. I expect this type of questions to be asked. Um, if I can show you something like, or yeah, fine, I will be showing you in the next session, coming session. So yeah, see, I have been taking interviews to hire people in my previous company, in these companies. So definitely I'll be sharing the question what I expect from my point of view, my level of view, and you can utilize that experience of mine when the question is asked. Second thing, I mean, my knowledge can be a limit, can be also a limited somewhere. Okay, so I do have a collection of a real time interview questions, and these are from an industry experts, and I have been collecting this um, through many places. So I'll be sharing you all those things, and maybe there can be 100 different questions. Okay, so it is not like I'll be able to explain you everything. I'll be passing you on with that questions. You have to, my part is one thing. Okay, I can push my hand until I can, but end of the day you have to push yourself, you have to work hard. If I'm teaching you one thing, right, you have to go back, sit and explore five different things out of that. Okay, so it interview, right, I'll definitely help you with the mock interviews, the questions from various places, and all these things are not from a internet corporate questions. Okay, these obviously internet corporate questions will be repeated in the interview, I'm not saying it is not, but yeah, there is some exclusive interview questions which can help you to be a pro. Okay, so while even I'm teaching also, right, I'll highlight and I'll point that, okay, that yeah, this is the place where you can expect a question. Be aware of this type of questions in your interview. So we will make sure that coming 1.5 month, 45 hours, whatever we are having, right, so you are prepared parallelly, so that you are an interview ready, or if you are doing a career transformation within your organization, you are ready to handle the next role. Yeah, so Mil, I see your hands up.
Sorry, it was
Okay,
really.
fine. No, no worries. Absolutely fine. Anything, anything, anyone has?
What's the class timings, Sanjay?
Sorry?
No, what's the timings? Uh, every day or also only Saturdays?
It's a weekend batch, and if you're looking for a everyday batch, you can get in touch with Isha Training Institute and Shravani. But this is going to be a weekend batch starting at 7:30 p.m. in the evening, Saturday and Sunday, and both day of the weekend it will be having. So
So it's a 1 hour or 2 hour?
it will be 1 to 2 hours, and depend upon your practice, doubt clearing session. And I just don't want to rush with the training. I want you to learn it. So that is the aim. Whether we are going slowly, maybe hardly 1 week or 2 week will be late. But yeah,
वो मेरा कॉल चल रहा है कि ये दो खेले हैं
yeah, Yanish, can you go on a mute if you want to, if you don't have any question? Okay, Saloni, you have something?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, my question is, will you also be cover mobile automation or only web application automation?
Good one. I mean, see, this has endless opportunity. Okay, it has mobile API, everything, but mobile automation definitely not in this training.
Okay,
And it is not
okay,
my
thank
my area of expertise also, to be honest. So
you.
even though if I want to transfer something, right, I can mm, pass on to some good contents, or maybe I can ask Shravani or someone from Isha to arrange a specific, if you're looking for a mobile automation. Yeah, we can arrange that for you. But I do not have expertise into something mobile automation, because it's a different technology, all over different technology, right?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, great. If all is okay, if and I found a very good audience over here, and I see the interest in you learning. Everyone is hungry for the knowledge. They are somewhere and something they are looking to come out of this particular. They want to get benefit with this training, which is a very good sign I can see. And tomorrow also we will continue with the further of uh, these things, and we will see something in SAP also, how we are going in SAP, what is some basic flow, some basic T codes, something, right? We will be going through this. And as you all know, just I wanted to mention this, you I think you all have access to this particular site, and this is the course fees, which is mentioned over here. It was a 13,000 rupees, but with a discount, I think it is coming into 7,900. And if you want to have any further clarity or something, you can always get in touch with the management people. So just wanted to mention over here. And fine, it was a great evening talking to you all. And I love the audience. You are a great audience, and you have asked the right questions. I always look forward, like when somebody who are really interested, right, they ask this type of questions. So all questions were valid and reasonable. And if I would have not given any answer to anyone, mm, apologies from my end. We'll try to see if something get covered in the next session. Okay. I hope they don't have any other questions, and we are good for the day. So
Sanjay,
yeah, Yanesh,
yeah,
sorry.
sorry for coming this late. Sanjay, so I'm working in SAP SD only as a manual tester actually. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a bit knowledge on Tosca, means the the order to cash process and all, even with the Tosca as well.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is with the this one, the Fiori applications and the S4 HANA. So how much are you gonna like gonna show us or something regarding that?
Okay. See, again, for me, showing any application, anything, right? It's not a challenging. Okay. So maybe we can arrange a theory application, and then so basically our training is restricted to GUI because Fiori comes in a web. So, but there is some standard modules in Fiori. Okay, that one or two modules are there, like how do you automate tiles, SAP tiles. So and there's some more one or two model, I'm not getting it right now, which I will show you. And it's not that hard. Okay, automating Fiori applications, right? So until and unless
Because
you have in a
I'm
web.
already working with the Fiori applications, as in using Tosca also. So I'm not sure should I join this out like that, because again, as I'm saying, I know the whole process of order to cache. But what is the difference between in the GUI, this one ECC application and the HANA application? What is the difference? Is there any difference?
Yeah, there is a difference. So if you see, right, earlier in SAP started in early, like if you know the history of SAP,
Yeah, yeah, it's
from IBM, they came out in 1970s, mid 1970s, and they formed a system. It was a R3. Okay, then they came up with uh, ECC in early 2000, and
correct.
they had a database called Oracle. I think
Oracle, yeah.
Oracle. Now with this S4 HANA, right? So the SAP, when you see in a lower environment, right, or a for a company, mid size company, or a low mid company, you won't feel that heat. Okay. So but when your organization is completely dependent on SAP, right, the data and mm, the large amount of data handling, right, basically you have the whole storage, okay, in different tables. So the database was not that supportive, and they came up with their own thing with the HANA database, and then they moved everything into cloud. And user experience also, right, it was not great. Okay, in the previous system like ECCR3, it was not that great. And they have to remember T code or something. But since the world is fast moving and they have to go into cloud, they bought it something with the Fiori. It doesn't mean that your GUI is going anywhere. The GUI is still going to exist with a end user perspective, right? So if an end user comes into an industry, so they have something in, they can open from anywhere, and any window they want to open, right, they can just go log in with their user ID, password, and open it. No need of hectic installation, server installation, this that, everything is managed. And it it is a fast in transforming a data. um, mm, so it is helping industry, it is helping business, and that's the reason they're using it. Yeah, it is your call. If you want to learn something new, if you want to learn something best, going forward, how can you make your practices best? Yes, it's totally on your call. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Think we are already running 10 minutes late. I'll stop the recording. I think a lot of questions, and I hope there is no further question. So I'm just